Most people who are trying to lose weight are playing the wrong game entirely. They're counting calories, chasing the latest trends, waiting for motivation to strike, and then 90 days later, they look exactly the same. So here are the 5 Stoic principles that will make you unrecognizable, not just physically, but as a person. Principle 1, the dichotomy of control. Now, Epictetus said this plainly: make the best use of what's in your power and take the rest as it comes. Now, most people focus on the outcomes with fitness. They get all caught up on the weight on the scales, what their dress size is, how fast their abs are showing up, what their friends think. But all of these things are outside of your control, and they only lead to you feeling a little bit overwhelmed and disappointed when it doesn't happen as quickly as you thought it would. Now, the best option here is to focus on solely what is in your complete control. Now, this is how you showed up to training, how often you trained, how many steps you got in, what you put on the plate, how many hours of sleep you got. As soon as you shift on focusing solely on the inputs and not the outcome, your entire relationship with fitness is going to change. As long as you're doing these things that you know are going to be moving the needle forward, you are going to get there. Principle 2, memento mori. Now stay with me now, because this is going to sound a little bit morbid as it translates into remember that you will die. But the Stoics use this saying for clarity. It was a reminder that you don't have all the time in the world. Now, I bring this up because a lot of people push their fitness goals down the line. They think they'll start when they have more time, when they're less busy, when motivation strikes them. But that moment is never going to come. You need to take action with how things currently are, not how you'd like them to be. Now, I've worked with clients who need to lose 30, 40, 50 kilos, and it was only until they had a heart attack that they decided, I need to take action. So as you're watching this video, make a clear, calm decision to take your health seriously and commit to the principles that you're learning here today. Principle 3, amor fati, love your fate. Now, this is about embracing hardship, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when you're going down this path, it is not easy. There are no shortcuts here. But I want to remind you something. If you're overweight, if you're feeling like you have no energy and you're low on confidence, that's already a hard path. So you've got a choice. You can either stay where you are or choose a new hard. And the new hard is going to be about waking up earlier, understanding the calorie deficit, training and committing to actually pushing yourself through the discomfort, and saying no to a lot of things that would be more convenient. Now, this is a path that most people avoid, but it's also the path that changes you. This is about changing that internal dialogue, improving your discipline, which is doing the hard thing that you don't want to do because it benefits the future you. Now, if you can embrace that and understand that this is the only path that leads to growth, you're gonna have a much easier time getting there. Yes, it'll suck at the time, but the future you is going to thank you for it. Now, before I get into principle 4, if this is making sense to you and you're the person who wants to rebuild this way, make sure you subscribe. This channel is about rebuilding yourself from the inside out, focusing on training, the mindset, and the Stoic principles that it takes to get you there. Principle 4, voluntary hardship. Now, this one is practical. This is about taking action. Now, Seneca used to do this back in the day. He would have minimal food, minimal comforts, just to prove to himself that he could endure. Now, this is about building up your mind. Just as training is going to build up the calluses on your hand, taking on these hardships and putting it into a daily practice are going to build the calluses on your mind. Now, just like a muscle, it is only going to be built after repetition. But the more you do it, the easier it is to maintain. And every time that you're choosing voluntary discomfort, you are training your discipline. You're proving to yourself that you are someone who doesn't fold. And a disciplined person who doesn't fold are the type of people who change their mind and their body. Principle 5, and this is the one that ties everything together. Virtue over victory. The Stoics didn't measure success over outcomes. It was about their character, who you are, not what you have. This is the most important fat loss principle I can give you. Stop making the goal a weight on the scale or the body. It needs to be about changing your identity and becoming the person who doesn't skip their workouts, who doesn't eat out of stress or boredom, who doesn't drink every weekend, who actually prioritizes their health as a non-negotiable standard. Because here's what I've seen and what I've experienced and lived myself. If you focus solely on the number and the scale, as soon as you hit it, you'll start to ease up. You'll start to fall back to what you were until those pain points scream at you loud enough that you take action again. But when you focus on becoming someone with better habits and improving your standards, the body is just a side effect. So change your identity, not just your body. So let's bring it all together. Number 1, control your inputs, not your outcomes. 2, memento mori, stop acting like you have unlimited tomorrows. Take action today. 3, amor fati, fall in love with the hard parts. They're what leads to growth. 4, deliberately train your discipline through voluntary discomfort. And 5, become the person. Don't just chase the number. Follow these principles and in 90 days, you can become someone completely different. Not just in the mirror, but in how you think, how you act, and how you carry yourself. Because that's what becoming unrecognizable actually means. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'll be dropping a new video every week to help you with this journey.